And what a time to hit it, John. Right at the perfect time for him. He's going to come back on 104. And
Roland, you
he
require
feel he needs to take this out.
104.
They're looking at treble 20. Oh no, 54 he's going for. He wants 86. Treble 18 for double 16. Barney on 74. Well, John, Barney's going to come back. 3 darts to 74, so a minimum of 1 dart at probably double top. And the way he's been hitting them.
56.
Yeah, it's been a terrific leg this from Scholten, but he did throw first, so it's also been a terrific leg from Barneveld to be in this position. 74, got to take advantage. 20, just 1 dart at tops now for the set.
Game shot, the second set.
That's where the class of great players really shows, when moments are as pressurised as that one. Wonderful, wonderful double top, as cool as a cucumber. In he went, and now Barneveld is 2 sets to 0 up.
Well, it's 2 sets to Barney, but still all to play for. Don't go anywhere. Go and have a quick pee or get yourself a cup of tea. Keep it challenged. We're back after this. Welcome back to the PDC US Open, live from the Mohegan Sun Casino in Connecticut. Before the break, Barney was 2 sets up. Let's get straight back to that game now with our commentating team.
Yep, 2 up he went, and Scholten did have his opportunity to level up, but it's Barneveld looking like a man who means business.
First leg, it's Raymond to throw
Waiting
first. Game on.
for the call, game on, and look at that. That's what focus does.
180!
When you're a champion, it's as easy as that, and yet it isn't as easy as that, is it, Rod?
I can assure you, John, it's very difficult, but these blokes make
140.
it look so easy. And the action of Raymond Barneveld is probably the smoothest in the game at the moment. Your hand-eye coordination with him, as we see it there, just a pivot on the elbow is just perfect. No lurching, and we could be on for something special here. Oh,
I was wondering that, I must say. Well, there was a lot of interest in the fact that during the autumn, Barneveld made it clear that he'd changed his darts and he'd styled his arrows on those of Phil Taylor, and certainly you can see now the real rewards and benefits that he's reaping. The angle of delivery into that board, it really does favour the style of dart that he's throwing, the way that he's releasing his dart. Very, very subtle and very slight change to the action of old. Hardly discernible, but the way the dart is going into the board now, and the way that he's finding that treble 20, he's on a 10 dart finish here, Rod. He gets it, 10 dart finish. I think he was right, don't you?
I think he was certainly right. I think, John, when you're a dart player, a bad dart is always a low dart, but with the way Taylor and Barneveld's darts go in the board, it makes the target a lot bigger, because you've got, say if you've got 2 darts at a low,
100.
they actually can kiss, the 3rd dart can kiss off and go in the treble, so they possibly get a lot more deflections into the treble than most people.
Well, 10 points difference in their average. Scholten has actually upped his average to 99.55, which means in the last few legs he's been averaging round about 104, 105. But the reason why he's not in touch with Barney is, you can see for yourself, is that near 110 average. 10 darters do help a little bit. We've just seen one from the great man.
Yeah, they're quite frequent on TV now, and yet a few years ago, John, a 10 darter was something really special. Now it's only just average, and Scholten has had his chances in this game. He's had odd darts to the double, but Barneveld has cleaned up really well. The 74 was absolutely brilliant under pressure.
Great cover shot that from Barneveld. That when he throws above the target, the treble 20 there, the angle of delivery doesn't assist him. So he cut across to the treble 18. As
138.
hit the two treble 20s there and almost took out 156, but he'll be back. This is where a 180 is nice. It leaves 32. It won't on this occasion.
100.
Well, it's not the easiest of doubles, it's his double 9.
Ryland, you require
He's got to go
18.
really forward with the first one.
Game
He
shot
does.
and a second.
He didn't want to split it. He didn't. He got
Ryland
it.
Scholten.
Now, this is where Roland Scholten will be
Third leg
thinking,
is Raymond
I need a
at
12 dart
reverse.
leg. I don't
Game
feel
on.
15 darts will be good enough against a throw. And that's what he didn't want to see. Standing behind your opponent, you don't want to see the first dart go in.
140.
A leg now which Barneveld knows will be the last if he puts in another 10 darter, or
81.
even 11 darter or 12 darter. Started with a 140. Could well follow up with another,
140.
throwing quite beautifully right now.
Yeah, I think his action, John, is as smooth as I've ever seen it. He played brilliantly in the World Championship,
100.
especially to beat Phil Taylor, coming from behind. Eventually beat Colin Lloyd as well, but he is on fire in this match. And there's one thing that with him and Taylor, when they're down to a shot, they don't very often let people off.
3 consecutive ton 40s means that Barneveld is 2 darts away, possibly, and that always seems to happen when things are going against you. 2 darts away from a place in the quarter-final. And this has been a really polished performance from the world champion. 110.7 his average. Now he wants 56. Now he wants tops. Now he is in the quarter-finals, a 12-dart leg, 109.9. He's in the last 4, a semi-final place for Raymond van Barneveld. Of course, he'll be playing the winner of our next matchup. That's Andy Hamilton and Mark Dudbridge. And Barneveld, in quite brilliant form there, beats a Scholten who didn't play badly at all. But frankly, when Barn is in that sort of mood, it's very, very difficult to live with him. So here we are. I've already said that Barneveld will now play the winner of Andy Hamilton and Mark Dudbridge in the semi-final. And the other 2 quarter-finals coming up, Rod Harrington, John Park, Ronnie Baxter should be a cracker.
Yeah, and Taylor against Mervyn King. That's going to be a very high-scoring game, and King, I think, got up a little bit to beat the power. Some great lineups there, John.
There are. So that'll come a little later on. For the time being, it's over to Sarah.
Welcome back to the Mohegan Sun, where an exciting tournament's playing out. It's the one and only PDC US Open. We've already seen 2 matches, and Raymond van Barneveld, who's current world champion, as you all know, just took out the Flying Dutchman Roland Scholten. And it all looked very easy on paper, Raymond, didn't it? But he gave you quite a tough game.
Well, it's never easy if you play top players. I know Roland for many years. He lives in the same town as me, in my hometown, The Hague. We practice a lot together, so it's always hard to play a fellow countryman. Roland played really well, but I just heard today, Velen, I got a 36 average a dart, so yeah, it's almost hard to stop that.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can't really say friendship with that last leg. Well, the last set. The first leg,